So hello, what's up mga katropa pips? Welcome back ulit dito sa aking munting channel. At syempre, kung bago ka pa lang dito sa aking munting channel ay inaanyayahan ko po kayong i-subscribe na po. At syempre, pindutin mo na rin ang notification bell dyan sa gilid para lagi kang updated sa mga ganitong video. So kung ikaw ay may interview mo itong si Thurman, alam naman natin siguro na pinabagsak siya ni Idol Manny Pacquiao. So mga katropa pips, panuorin po natin ang mga pabanat ni Thurman. At syempre tinuruan din niya si Ugas sa mga uppercut. Yan daw ay pinakamabisa para kay Idol Manny Pacquiao. At syempre, hindi na natin patatagalin mga ka-trending, mga ka-boxing fans natin dyan. Umpisa na natin ang mga banat ni Thurman. Eto na.
I take all fights, especially I'm strapless. Where the straps at? Where the cash at? Where the straps at? You know?
Deontay Wilder, Tyson
What's
Fury.
the hardest thing to get used to facing Manny Pacquiao in the ring? What's the hardest thing to get used to?
The punch angles. Even though luckily it made me smile. I love his tricky uppercut. You know, I just love it because I do it to people in sparring all the time. So I felt like it was a veteran move, but I was like, inside me, I was like, yeah, I know that move, Manny. Nice little move. You know what I mean? It's like being on the poker table and getting bluffed with like deuce 7. Like certain veterans, they can just outplay you. They can do things. And Pacquiao, I was saying it today. You guys are working, I was working, and I said it today that Pacquiao's been through everything. He's been through everything a fighter can go through, from being knocked the F out to winning all these world titles to always being the small guy at 147. Can you ever make him feel uncomfortable? Step on his foot, Ugas. Step on his foot, you know, and you won't be the first to do that. But I'm just saying, how can we make this guy feel uncomfortable? You know, I mean, he's a legend amongst legends. I just love, we have to acknowledge, this is 2 years after his performance with me, right? He did take damage in that fight. Let's acknowledge this, okay? It's 2 years after. The later rounds were favoring me. What's going to happen this time, 2 years later? I've never seen Ugas fatigue in a 12-round fight. I've never seen that. I think that's one of his strong points, you know? But Manny Pacquiao, his angles, he's already a small guy. The moment he put his hands up, I said to myself, what can I hit? The target got so small, you know? It's like a game, and it's like, here's the target, and then you up the difficulty, and there goes the target, you know? And then when he ducks and he shoots in these angles, you know, I'm right-handed, but he's left-handed. When he shoots in this angle, but after you punch, you roll. And when he punches and ducks, that was like kneecap size, bro. I don't got a punch for that, okay? I'm looking at him over here. I'm looking at him over there. And I'm like, what do I hit this man with? I don't have a punch for that. You know, luckily, I think Ugas might have a punch for that. I was thinking about it. People who have longer reach, when they throw uppercuts, see where my arm is? When people have longer arms, their uppercuts naturally get to go a little lower. I think if Ugas gets into his uppercuts, if he sees that it's working and he lets that be a go-to punch, that he might be able to do something in this fight tomorrow.
Let me
You
ask
found
you,
success in the later rounds yourself against Pacquiao. What was it that you found like, oh, this works a little bit, or like were you just finding your
No,
spot?
it was time to I fought, I got knocked down. I was pressing him with my body, but not my hands. After we got to the halfway point, I said, I don't know how many rounds we won. I don't know how many rounds we lost, but you didn't lose every round. So you're in this fight. Let's put ourselves more into this fight. And I did that instantly. So it was all about the mindset and gearing myself up. Ugas's mindset on stage, I don't speak Spanish, but he's making lots of facial expressions. He knows that people think he's a paper champ. He knows that. He wants to prove that he is not that come tomorrow night.
And you know what? Speaking of that, break down the keys to victory for Ugas. A lot of people are saying that Ugas is good with body shots. Exactly.
Start from round one. If he faded on me 2 years ago, he's most likely going to fade on you. Okay, if those body shots, we all know the philosophy behind body shots. You chop at the tree. You chop at the tree. You know, so if he's able to do that, you know, I was doing it a little bit. Hence that body shot in the 10th round. Pacquiao was like, I can do it too. Bam. You know, we just got to see. I was big, right? It was easy to just walk into Pacquiao with my hands up. I was taking a lot of that. He knocked me down going back. Ugas is going to have to be careful. Pacquiao's trained himself throughout the years to take advantage of fighters out of position. So he's going to have to do his best to stay solid and not get out of position and not let Manny do what Manny does best.
Take us back to the knockdown.
You say straight up, man, that you won't dare fight Tank because
So what's up? Here we go again, mga ka-boxing fans natin dyan, mga ka-fanatic natin sa boxing. So ano na ang masasabi nyo sa mga banat nitong ni Thurman? At syempre, yung mga turo niya daw sa kalaban ngayon ng ating idolong si Manny Pacquiao. Yung mga uppercut is the best hit of Manny Pacquiao. So tingnan natin sa laban mamaya. Tingnan natin kung papasaba kaya ang mga banat at mga turo daw kuno nitong si Thurman kay Yordenes Ugas. So hanggang sa muli mga ka-fanatics natin dyan at mga ka-trending. At syempre mga ka-boxing fans natin, hanggang sa muli po. Peace out. Boom!
You're a superhero.